name is Adeline.
My name is Aina.
My name is Akila.
My name is Atika.
So, guys, did you know what is civil engineering? It's about building a bridge or a Eiffel Tower.
Are you sure?
Is it about design building?
I don't think so, but I have the true definition here. So, civil engineering is a professional engineering discipline that deals with the design, construction, and maintenance of the physical and naturally built environment, including works like roads, bridges, canals, dams, and buildings.
Did you guys know in UTM there are 3 departments of civil engineering?
Wow.
There are structure and material engineering, geotechnical and transportation engineering, and also water and environmental engineering.
Wow, so huge department.
So, let us get to know the 3 departments and the issue. So,
let's get started!
Okay, now I want to give introduction about materials and structure. This section will provide a basic introduction to materials. It is important to know background in materials science for a couple of reasons. First, non-destructive testing almost always involves the interaction of energy of some types, such as mechanics, sounds, electricity, magnetism, or radiation with a material. To understand how energy interacts with a material, it is necessary to know a little about the material. Secondly, it is often involved detecting manufacturing defects and service-induced damage, and therefore, it is necessary to understand how defect and damage occur. So, this section will begin with an introduction to the 4 common types of engineering materials. Then, the structure of materials at the atomic level will then be considered, along with some atomic level features that give materials their characteristic properties. Some of the properties that are important for the structure, performance of material, and methods for modifying these properties will also be covered. So, in the second half of this text, methods used to shape and form materials into useful shape will be discussed. Some of the defects that can occur during the manufacturing process, as well as service-induced damage, will be highlighted. This section will conclude with a summary of the role that non-destructive plays in ensuring the structural integrity of a component. So, the issue that involved with structure and material is how we calculate the load of a building. There are 4 main parts that influence the weight of a building. These 4 parts are beams, columns, walls, and roof. So, how we calculate is, first we calculate the dimension of each part. The dimension are length, width, and height. Then we multiply each part dimension that we calculate to get the volume, and then we multiply the volume with the unit weight of the materials, such as concrete. The weight that we get, we multiply it with amount of each part that have on the building, and then the weight that we get for each part that have on the building, we sum it off and which is we total up then. So we will get the total of weight of building.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. My name is Aina. So today I'd like to present about geotechnical and transportation engineering. So first is geotechnical engineering. Geotechnical engineering deals with natural materials near Earth surface, utilize the principle of soil mechanics and rock mechanics in designing safe, economical, and environmentally sustainable foundation, retaining structure and earth structures. While the transportation and highway engineering is a broad discipline which involves planning, designing, construction, operation, maintenance, and control of transportation facilities to ensure the provision of safe, economical, efficient, and effective, as well as environmentally sustainable transport services. The first way is to compact the surface of soil, which it reduces the amount of pores which is filled with air and water. So by pressing the soil particles so it's close to each other, the soil will have desired properties which will enhance the resistance to stress caused by traffic and climate. Meanwhile, the second way are soil grouting and injection. It is a process whereby the stabilizers in the form of solutions are injected into the subsurface soil. It controls the groundwater during construction, strengthening adjacent foundation soils to protect against damage during excavation, and stabilization of loose sands against liquefaction. Last but not least is the preloading and vertical drain of soil. By placing the additional vertical stress on a compressible soil to remove pore of water. It reduces compressibility and increase soil strength. So in the nutshell, soil improvement is very important for this root to become more stronger. Thank you.
So hi guys, do you know what is water in engineering? So water engineering is about how water interacts with all aspects of the built and the natural environment. So we choose Kelantan as our site case. So at the Kelantan, we have two main problems, that is the river mouth closed by the sand deposition, and the suffering of the northeast coast due to coastal erosion. So first, clogging of the river mouth. The reason is the large amount of sediment deposits in the mouth of the river, and this is caused by the annual flood in the interior of Kelantan. So this created problem for the fishermen and boat operates into and out the Kelantan. So the solution is we construct dragging channel using the drag machine to remove excess sedimentation. So by this solution, the fishermen, boats and other users of the river can easily pass the river mouth. So the second problem is the land erosion. Land erosion is the natural process of the natural physical forces of the water and the wind, and it may affect the texture of the soil and its characteristics and properties. So this will eventually lead to the bigger problems such as a failure in a building structure and loss of beach sand. So for example, at the Kuala Besar, the land erosion is one of the reasons behind the sedimentation of soil that is blocking the river mouth. So we have one solution for this problem, that is we build a revetment wall on the seaside of the land. So this will prevent the soil erosion from occurring and will help maintain the land. So for the third problem is the gryon. So gryon is a rigid hydraulic structure that prevents the water flow and the movement of the sediment. So it is usually made out of rocks, concrete and stones. So engineers often build this structure near the river mouth to control the current of the water flow at the river. So it used to reduce the wave speed and force to control the land erosion.
Gender equality.
Environmental engineering concerned with the application of scientific and engineering principles for protection of human populations from the effect of adverse environmental factors.
It also addresses the issues of energy preservation, protection of assets, and control of waste from human and animal activities.
However, it involves wastewater management, air pollution control, recycling, waste disposal, radiation protection, industrial hygiene, animal agriculture, environmental sustainability, public health and environmental engineering.
Our assignment for this branch of engineering is to discuss the issues related to sustainable development goals of UN and roles placed by government, society and ourselves in order to achieve that goal. The goal that we chose is gender equality.
Environmental changes affect us all. Nevertheless, these changes affect the life of men and women in different ways due to existing gender dynamic and inequalities. Gender equality refers to equal case of access to resources and opportunities regardless of gender. It is also implies that the interests, needs and priorities of both women and men are taken into consideration. There are many issues occurs in Malaysia that involve gender inequality problem. It was reported that female candidates for Malindo Air were required to undress as part of their sexual violence. After that, 47% women and 6% men homicide victims worldwide intentionally killed. For example, during the first day of Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Datin Rance Wong, 32, was shot dead by two assailants on a motorcycle while driving her 5 children and maid to life. However, it was found body of a 50-year-old girl in a bag in Shah Alam. The accused, 23 years old, was her newly acquainted boyfriend through social media, was alleged to have made sexual advance, and when she resisted, was hit with a dumbbell. Lastly, Pakatan Harapan government has been urged to change nationality laws so that Malaysian women and men share equality rights to confer citizenship on their child and spouse. Malaysia denied women the right to confer nationality on their children on an equal basis as
In order to achieve these goals, government, society and individuals need to work together. The government need to use their power to create more gender-sensitive education, providing better protection for women, and also ruling better work policy that it works equally for both genders. Society can help by contributing to stop the violence, constructing and implementing multi-year plan, engaging the leaders of violence specialists, and supporting parents and families will help to stop the violence entirely. And lastly, but most importantly, we as individuals need to stop having prejudice against opposite gender. We need to understand that both genders have their own difficulties and also acknowledge the achievement that was achieved by both genders. How gender equality will contribute to the environment? Gender equality is important to the world. So, by default, it's also important it will contribute to the environment.
Alah, guys, are we already finished? Yes, of course. So short.
But guys, what is the relationship of all of this?
Well, this is only a small part of civil engineering.
There are many more. So if you want to know more about the civil engineering, you must be the civil students. Bye-bye.